What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we have to take a look at Geester's final outcome, because before we even test him, we need to understand him, and we did not previously have all the damage numbers. So, one thing that was pretty cool I thought about him was the fact that, his passive skill, HP, attack, crit damage, speed, and then also increases damage dealt against poison targets. So that's going to be very key for his damage to be very, very strong here. We have Gallant Move, passive skill, changes the base attack to deal 400% attack damage to one enemy with the highest speed. It's not a very good attack, but it does reduce the target's energy by 20 and increases self crit by 20% for 2 rounds. If the target already has dynamic Haifa, I keep wanting to say Hydra here, additionally poison the target for 3 rounds, so that's not too bad. And then lastly, the Fungi Protection. When taking crit damage, poisons the attacker. I don't think you get crit before C-Land 20, so this is going to be interesting. Dealing damage for 3 rounds and inflicts that dynamic Haifa on the attacker for 2 rounds. Afterward, increases self-energy by 20. When landing a crit, when the basic attack with the basic or active skill inflicts a Haifa again on the target for 2 rounds, poisons the target. All that fun stuff. So I don't know how much of this would actually work, because again, I don't think you can take crit damage in C-Land 1 to 20. I think you start taking it after that, but I think at the beginning you don't. And of course, the active skill deals 720% attack damage to one enemy with the lowest HP 2 times. So that's a decent hit, even if it is only one target. Afterward, deals 100% of the toxin damage to all enemies with that dynamic Haifa, and there's a 50% chance to twine them. So very, very interesting. This virulent toxin is basically like the same effect that Cthulhu has, detonates all layers of poison and burn on them, and then it will, cap out at a certain percentage of his attacks. So, out of the gate, I'm not expecting him to do that well. I'm just gonna go with, man, you know what? I wonder how, we'll really test like the basic version of him. Like, we got some crit chance and stuff, we got some attack, we have no void imprinting. Let's just see how this actually turns out. We're in the low levels. This account's actually pretty solid for testing stuff like this as well, because we don't really have much on it. We're literally just going to put some 5 stars with him. Figure we'll use the Phoenix, because he could detonate the Phoenix burn as well. Let's just see what he can do, though, because if this might be a good telltale that he is just utter garbage in the early game, and then there's no point even trying to do anything further. The big issue I see for him is he does not have a heal, which means he's probably not going to be that good. We might need to run Balanced Strike on him as well. I'm feeling like this hero is going to be really, really bad. But as far as like Star Spawn goes on this account and everything, like they're nothing like super spectacular. They're definitely better than what you would have in an early game account. But again, I am not expecting much out of this hero with the kit that we just saw from him. Maybe he can do good damage in like PvE or something, but like Sealand, this is going to be interesting. Because he does need a crit to heal, and I think he's just an utter garbage hero for Sealand. We'll try putting like a crown on him and give him some void imprints as well. Don't worry, we're not just going to leave him out in the cold here with this stupid setup. So let's first go and say, hey, you know what? We actually got an upgrade on him. We have an upgraded crown. Let's see if the crown gives him the survivability to even do anything, because this could be really, really bad. Much worse than what Aylamak even did. And Aylamak was not that great, but he could at least get C-Land 20 done with like a full golden crown, V4 imprints, everything. Yeah, he's just dying to dot damage, honestly. So let's change this over as well. Purified dot. Because if you can't even do this with the crown, yikes. Big, big yikes here. This could be, well, I mean, that was some good damage there. And yeah, now that he's getting rid of those poison dots, he's not like immediately dying off. And he is, okay, it's better. It's better. It's definitely better. Okay, so it's not horrible, but I'm not expecting him to get very far here. We'll see how far he can take it without any void imprinting. I feel like the max we could see this working to is maybe 10, probably less, or I mean 15, probably less though. And so yeah, if we just watch, I guess he can get crit. Okay, I don't know what made me think you couldn't get crit earlier than C-Land 20. Don't know why I thought that. Either way, this should still work out. The question is, can he do the damage? And the answer is probably no. Yeah, he's just getting his butt kicked. So, here's what we're going to do. Nope, get out of here. We don't care about that. We need a void for... So, what we're going to do is we're going to come into the home up here. And just take you out and put you a different one in here. We're going to regress that void 4. And then we'll try it. Again, I'm not expecting much out of this right here. Even with, I'm legit just going all the way to void 4, I think. Well, we could go to like void 2 first and see what void 2 could actually produce. It could be a decent amount of power. We'll go to V2 plus because I feel like when you get like a golden crown, you usually have like V2 plus. We'll just go with like the attack node or something. And let's see how that turns out. We'll keep his gear as is for now. We're probably going to buy quite a few attempts, but we're literally testing him from bone stock nothing to artifacts to void imprints to resonance gear, all that fun stuff. Definitely better damage and survivability just right out of the gate, it feels like. He killed the target, so we didn't actually get a heal from that balance strike, which feels bad. Ooh. Maybe balance strike isn't the play for him because it seems like he either kills the target or doesn't really do much damage. So I feel like Unbending Will might be the better option here. He definitely has some very brutal single target damage. I wonder if we should just put him in the front row, honestly. I mean... because that's the problem with balance strike. It doesn't actually heal when you kill a target. Alright, that's decent. So basically what he needs to do is just need to kill the enemies before they get to do anything to him. Simple as that. Definitely a huge boost in power going to V2 plus compared to V0. Maybe we should put him in the front row too, though, to take some extra hits. And maybe the Olivia stay alive and also give out like Fairy Guard and stuff. That could be something better. We're literally going to be buying a bunch of attempts here because we're going to be testing a bunch of stuff out. And hopefully it ends up being strong, but probably is not. If this doesn't work, I think I'm just going straight to V4. Yeah, he's really not applying them poisons and stuff around very easily. As bad as Balance Strike is, it did feel better. I think we should go to Resonance Gear before going to V4, though. No, it definitely doesn't feel good. Got to protect him for as long as possible, it feels like. Then again, we are only using like level 1 supporters, so the problem is he's not really killing anymore. So let's get him a set of gear. We should have the resources to do this right now. Ooh, maybe? Uh-oh. Can we afford to do it? Oh no, we actually cannot get resonance gear. So what we're gonna have to do is convert a set of gear. Which means we gotta steal it off somebody. Eloise, this might be a little, we got tons of Eloise sets. Yeah, that's fine. We'll swap one set of gear. Oh, but it's already resonance to her too. Good lord. Do we have any that aren't? We do. Okay, alright. So yeah, we'll just put that gear back on you. Nope, remove that. Give you that back. And then let's go down to this Eloise. We'll take her gear because if it's not already set up for them, then yeah, this should be better. So let's convert this set of gear. I guess it had like one piece that was correct, but that was it. And then we're gonna go to assassin set of gear. Conversion, yes. I'm not gonna bother re-rolling it though. I feel like that was just gonna take too long at this point. I also don't know if crit attack is really gonna be the greatest thing to run on him. But we do have resonance gear, which is a decent boost, although we don't have the all damage dealt and damage reduction. But I'm still thinking this hero is gonna be a garbage early game hero. Like I can't see him being that good. Especially the way he targets the enemies, it's just really, really bad. I'm expecting V4 to maybe get us to Sealand 15, to be honest. Not even one-shotting a hero with his active skill, and yeah, he's just gonna die. So he needs that all-in power, or he's just all out. So let's get him leveled up to V4. This is what it took Aylamak to get to Sealand 20, but I don't think it's going to be something you can do with this hero. I really, really don't. And then after, and this also has better star spawn. Oh, I wonder if the monster's maxed out. It is, okay. Oh, wait. We could also be missing something here. Well, that would be a big difference now, wouldn't it? Oh, we might have to regress stuff to see where... Oh, geez. This is so bad. This is so bad. And we're gonna just max these out, because usually by the time you have like all this stuff on it, you have like at least 2 of these maxed out. I just don't know which ones they are. God Lord, I have like no tech on here. Whatever. All right, so maybe this makes a huge difference. It probably will, especially with V4. I mean, he was missing a ton of stats, so much HP. We'll see what it actually looks like. Yeah, his HP bar didn't move now. Guild tech is pretty important here, guys, but honestly, I'm expecting this to still go a little sideways. You see here, we're kind of still in a losing scenario. I'm sticking with V4 because I actually don't think he can do it with less than V4. Now, granted, he might be better off running like a Punisher staff or something. We can swap around those artifacts later on here, but good Lord, I can't believe that. Still not great, even with the guild tech, even with V4. You got some poison kind of going out there, and once the poison and the Haifa goes out, then it's like, yeah, it is better, kind of, sort of, but I'm hoping the Transcend Zero is better than this version, because this version is kind of sad. Oh, so this thing here, this little green glowy orb, that's the Haifa. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he's just not really healing or anything. Let's try him more offensive and just go with something like a Punisher Staff. And now we have a much higher chance to crit. So that might be, it just might be the way he has to out damage the enemy before they can deal damage to him. Because this right here might be a huge active, and then nope. No, doesn't look like that's the way either. And that's running a crit attack stone and a crit build with a crit artifact. Yeah, it's the problem is he's just not gonna be able to reliably apply everything around. Okay, let's do one more thing with him. Let's go with an A and B, but let's also re-roll this to like something attack related. Speed attack, not really necessary as much as it's a nice roll to get. We want just some attack stone. You know, we'll just go with attack raw. Yeah. See how that works out. Maybe an A and B is the answer for him, because he is V4, and this might make him very, very tanky. If that's the case, we might want to put him in the front row so he's taking more hits. It would probably help if we just level his little helpers up to level 100 as well. So this is definitely the tankier option here than Crown for him. A and B is much better, because once you get to like V4, A and B does typically become the better option for most things. But again, guys, we're at like Sealand 13. This is just not going to go well. Not whatsoever. This is not going to go well, I don't think, guys. This is going to be good AoE, yeah. So when he does have that ability out, the Haifa out, he does do a lot of damage. He actually does, because he hits multiple targets with it. Besides that, I don't know. Again, that's 13. That felt like we barely got it done. Nothing impressive whatsoever. But again, he has to take crit damage to apply that stuff, which is like so unreliable, because like it's like I feel like we're never getting crit here. Like that, right? That whole round, we didn't get crit at all, so we didn't get any Haifa out whatsoever. And then we get nuked down. Oh my god. All right, that's it. We're going to see how far we can skip through these battles. Of course, now we one-shot them, right? Let's just see if it's possible. We've watched a bunch of battles. A and B seems to be the way to go with him. I'll even give it 10 more attempts, honestly, just to see what happens. But I think all 10 of these are going to be a fail. Like I said, I thought 15 was going to be his max, and it does look like 15 is, in fact, going to be the max. So definitely not a first hero. We'll try him out in PvE as well, but right out of the gate, he seems pretty bad.